Hi everyone, I'm back again. Please watch my last video before watching this video because the last video goes through the basics and it also went through the front cover. This video we will be looking at the double page feature article. In order to meet the brief for the double page feature article, we are going to need to include the following: headline, the title of the article, and stand first, a brief introductory summary of the article. Subheadings, mini titles for each paragraph, one main image and at least one additional image. As we need 6 images in total and I used 1 for the front cover, I'll need 5 images for the double page article. So that's 1 main image and 4 additional images. They all need to be original and different from the image on the front cover. A feature article or an extract, approximately 300 words, which relates to one of the cover lines on the front cover. And finally, pull quotes, an attention-grabbing quotation or quotations taken from the article. Remember, your magazine should include an image of at least one person, and you should also represent at least one social group. So think about your target audience. How are you going to represent them? The double page feature article is based upon a cover line. So we need to refer to the front cover of the magazine and choose a cover line to write the article about. Therefore, I am referring to the front cover I created in the last video. I have chosen this cover line. My headline and my images need to relate to this topic. I take my photos and write my article. I write my article in Word so that I can use the word count, as the article should be around 300 words. It's also easier to copy and paste into the columns rather than to write directly into Canva. So now we've covered everything, let's get started. Once Canva has opened, we go to the search bar and type magazine cover. This is to ensure the correct size. In the last video, I used a template. However, now that we know the basics, we're not going to use a template this time. We're going to use a blank page. Using a blank page also gives you more freedom with the columns and the images. As it's a double page feature article, we need 2 pages. Therefore, we need to add another page. So you press the icon on the bottom left-hand corner that looks like one page on top of the other. So now you are given a set of options, and as you can see, that same option is available. So you click on that option and another page is added. So you press the cross in the left-hand corner so you can go back to editing your page. So first I'm going to add the main image so I can work around it. So now I've chosen my main image, I need to figure out where I'm going to place it on the page. So now we've got the image where we want it. Let's add some text. Let's add the headline. Once you have your headline written, move it around, resize it, change the font, do what you think looks best. As you can see, my article is about doing the big chop, and I'm sure a lot of you watching are thinking, what is the big chop? But again, remember, my topic relates to the niche audience. The niche audience will understand what the big chop means. I am representing my niche audience because my article is about a topic that is highly spoken about within the community. It's a topic that has many layers, which will be covered in another video. Now I have the headline written, I have some idea about where I'm going to put the columns, so now I can add another image. Let's add the columns in. What I usually do is only add the text boxes for now, so that I have an idea of where the columns are going to be. This is where I play around with the layout, placement, size and font of the text, because I want my magazine double-page feature article to be aesthetically pleasing. Once I'm happy with the layout, size and font, I copy my text from Word and paste it into the text box. Now I have my headline, stand first and 2 images. I will continue working on the other column where the main body of the article will be. Once again, I play around with the size, font, layout and anything else. Because I've used that font already, I don't need to scroll to find it. I type the name into the search bar and click on it. Because it's the main body and not the stand first, it won't be in bold. Now I'm going to add the magazine branding and the page number. Remember, it's a double page feature article, so whatever number this page is, the next page has to be the number up. So as you can see, this is page 38. The next page will be page 39. And once again, I'm playing around with the font, size and layout to make sure I'm happy with the way it looks. So now I'm going to add my pull quote. Remember, a pull quote needs to grab the reader's attention. So I'm going to put my pull quote onto a coloured shape. Once I have chosen the colour for my shape, I'm going to change the opacity. I still want to be able to see the shape, but I also want the image to be seen through it. Your article doesn't need to be a real story or a real interview. My pull quote is a sentence the fictitious Misha White said referring to her natural hair, which she has only started appreciating since doing the big chop. As you can see, to the right of the page is a grey bar. That is where the next page lies. So when I am happy with the first page, I swipe to the left and page 2 appears. We begin the process again. I've added my image and now I'm adding my subheading. I change the font, size and layout again, but because it's my subheading, I need to make sure it's written in bold. Now that I have written the subheading, I'm going to copy the text from Word and paste it into the column. And here is a finished article. Let's swipe across so that we can look at both pages. Does it meet the brief? Headline and stand first. Subheadings. There are no subheadings on this page. but we'll check when we get to the other page. One main image and at least one additional image. Remember, I needed 4 additional images. We don't have those 4 additional images on this page, but once again, we'll check when we get to the other page. A feature article or an extract that relates to one of the cover lines. Pull quotes. I have only used one, but I suggest you use at least 2. Let's swipe across to the second page to check that it has the things that we were missing. Subheadings. There are 3 additional images on this page. So now we have 1 main image and 4 additional images. So now it's all completed. We are ready to save it and then send it to me. Click on the blue arrow in the top right hand corner. The saving options will appear and you click Save As. You change the file type and you click PDF print, high quality. Then you press the blue download button. Once it's downloaded, the sending options will appear. You are going to email me. You write my name where it says to, and you click on the arrow which will be blue. Thanks again for watching.